Hi, and welcome to my review for Battlefield Bad Company 2, developed by Digital Illusion CE, more commonly referred to as DICE, published by Electronic Arts, and released on March 2nd of 2010. This is going to be strictly a multiplayer-only review. I have not played the single-player portion of this game. More than likely, I will not. Multiplayer has always been the cornerstone of the Battlefield series, and I rented this title specifically for the multiplayer experience, so I will not be discussing the single-player in this review. I did not play the original Battlefield Bad Company, but being a console gamer, the only other experience I've had with the Battlefield series is with Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, which I played for countless hours on the PlayStation 2. That title was also later released onto the Xbox 360. So just like in previous iterations of Battlefield, in Bad Company 2, you have the ability to choose from 4 different classes of soldier type when you jump into the game. Now, the classes are separated by what weapons they have to choose from, the gadgets they have, and various upgrades that you can unlock throughout the game. So I'll talk briefly about what these classes are. You have the Assault class, which can use basically assault rifles, and they have the ability to throw down ammo packs to help themselves and other soldiers resupply their ammunition. In the form of gadgets, they have underbarrel attachments in the form of either a grenade launcher, a smoke launcher, or a shotgun. You have the engineer class, and they're relegated strictly to pretty much submachine guns. You also have gadgets in the form of a repair tool, which can be used to, of course, repair vehicles. And you have rocket launchers and various upgrades to those rocket launchers that you can unlock through this class. You also have the medic class, which uses basically mostly light machine guns. They have the ability to use medkits or throw down medkits so that other players can slowly regain their health. And then you have the ability to resuscitate other players using a defibrillator if they have been shot down. And of course, you have a limited amount of time to do that. Then there's the recon class, which uses sniper rifles. And their gadgets include motion sensor mines, which can be thrown into an area, and they will detect enemy or vehicle movement for a limited amount of time. You have C4 explosives, which can be stuck to most surfaces, and remotely detonated to blow up pretty much anything in this game. And you have the ability to call down mortar strikes on an area. Along with the weapons that can be selected separately by each class, there is a pool of various pistols, shotguns, and rifles that can be selected by any class. So, to unlock class-specific upgrades, you will need to gain experience and spend time playing as that class. You can gain experience through kills, kill assists, by destroying enemy vehicles. There are instances specific to gameplay modes where you can gain experience, which I'll talk about in a second. And there's also what's called spot assists. Now, in Battlefield previously, what you had when you saw an enemy was a red diamond that appeared over their head, and giving the game kind of a more arcadey feel to it, as opposed to other games of the time, referring to Battlefield 2, like SOCOM, where the only way that you can tell friendly from enemy is their clothing, the way they looked. Now in Battlefield, at all times, your friendly players have icons over their head indicating that they're friendly. So when you see someone that does not have an icon over their head, you know it's an enemy. And what you can do is hit the back button on your controller when you see an enemy. It will then spot them. It will put an icon, a red icon over their head, so that anybody on your team and in your squad can then see them in the environment and take them out. So it's a little bit less of an arcadey feel, and it's kind of nice in that respect, because in the other Battlefield that I played, I mean, literally, you can see these red dots from, it seemed like a mile away, and just kind of shoot at the dot, even though you couldn't see the player, and just take them out, whether they were in the grass or on top of a building. It was relatively easy to spot the dot and shoot at the dot and kill the player. So it gives it more of a less of an arcadey feel. As you gain experience in each class, you also gain experience towards your overall rank. And as you progress through the ranks, you will also unlock different improvements to player speed, your armor, your carrying capacity for ammo, your ammo strength, And there are also various upgrades to vehicles that you can unlock, like a stronger vehicle, you can aim better with your vehicle, things like that. So once you've chosen your class and the particular weapons or gadgets that you'd like to use, you'll jump into a game. You have the option of being put into a squad or not. Each map can hold up to 24 players, divided up into squads of 4. Now you can only communicate using voice chat to the members of your squad, so you and 3 other people. There are, however, what I'm calling audio shoutouts that the game uses while the battle is going on. Now these are basically pre-canned messages that the character will use or other characters will use when certain events in the game occur, whether it be you killing somebody or somebody spotting an enemy or an enemy vehicle, if a main objective is under attack, things of that nature. The characters will shout out certain things. Now all of these shoutouts pretty much all of them use coarse language. So if you're sensitive to foul language, then maybe this game isn't for you. You do have the option of turning down the dialogue completely if you want, but if not, then get used to hearing a lot of cussing going on during battle. There are 3 game modes in Battlefield. There is Squad Deathmatch. In Squad Deathmatch, it's you and your squad of 4 versus 3 other squads of 4 in a free-for-all deathmatch. So squad v squad v squad v squad. Now the sizes of the maps in Squad Deathmatch are scaled down a bit, which can actually make for some pretty intense shootouts. They also throw a tank in the middle of these maps. Now tanks are pretty powerful weapons, but it may not always be in your best interest to jump in a tank, since there are various ways for the other team to take out that vehicle. It can get you kills, but it could also get you blown up. There is also Rush Mode, which they introduced in Battlefield Bad Company, the original. In Rush Mode, you have a section of the map. On each section are 2 main objectives. There are crates. There's an attacking side, which needs to get to these crates, plant a charge, and blow them up. If they happen to blow up both crates, a new section of the map will unlock, and that contains 2 more crates. And you need to blow those up, and so on, until you get to the last 2 crates, blow those up. If you do, the attacking team will win. Now, each rush map has between 3 to 5 levels of progression in terms of crates. If you're on the defending team in Rush, your job is to make sure that the attacking team does not get to the crates. If they do, and they plant a charge, you need to go ahead and get to the crate and take out the charge before the crate blows up. And to win, you need to kill enough of the attacking team to the point where they have no more respawns left, and you will then win. Now, each time 2 crates blow up and a new section of the map opens up, the respawn count will go back to where it was at the beginning of each round. So each time you allow them to progress, you basically start from square one as a defender. So you need to take them out as quick as you can and not let them get the 2 crates blown up to win. Then there's Conquest Mode. Now, Conquest Mode is the mode that's basically what made Battlefield popular. It's been around since the beginning. Some people call it Domination Mode. I tend to call it Domination Mode. In this game, it's called Conquest. The map is laid out ahead of you, full map. You have different objectives on this map in the form of flags. So each team needs to get to a flag, stand near it until that flag belongs to your team. Now, the more people on your team that are near a flag, the faster it will be captured. Once you capture it, you can either stand there or stand near it and defend it, or you can move on to another flag that's still neutral or belongs to the enemy team and try to capture that.